Hello everybody. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Lebanese manouche, but this is one of the most amazing breakfasts you can ever have. And we're going to prepare it today in just 10 minutes. We're going to start by preparing the dough. In a bowl, we're going to mix 1 cup of flour with 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of yeast. After we mix them together, we're going to add to them water. The most important thing is that the water needs to be warm. So it has to be warm water. We're going to add 1 cup of warm water and we're going to mix all of these ingredients together again. After we mix them, we're going to let the mixture rest for 10 minutes. Now this dough that we're preparing is basically going to yield 6 to 7 manakish based on the size. Of course, if you want to do more, you definitely need to double the quantity. Now after the 10 minutes, we're going to add to our mixture a tablespoon of powdered milk, half a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Now let's say you don't have powdered milk, it's not a big deal. You can simply replace it with liquid milk, but then instead of having a cup of water, you would put 3/4 cup of water and a 1/4 cup of milk, and the milk definitely needs to be warm. After we've mixed them well enough, we're going to add a cup and a half of flour. You might need to add maybe a little bit more. It's not a big deal based on the consistency of your dough. Once your dough is ready, you can directly use it. That's the best part about this dough. You don't need to let it rest to rise. I directly roll out my dough and I cut it over here into 6 pieces, which will give me medium-sized manakish. I will simply roll it onto the surface. I first of all try to make it spherical in shape to make the rolling process easier. I'm trying to show you all the details so you can get the exact same shape and texture like the ones we buy from the bakery. After you roll it out, we are going to cook it on the pan, so we're not even going to use the oven. Now of course, if you would like to use the oven, you can definitely do that, but it's easier and it's faster on the stove, and it's honestly the same taste. So I prepared a za'atar mix. I put some za'atar with some olive oil, and I have here a cheese mix. I added some mozzarella and another type of cheese. As you can see, I put my pan, I heat it really well, and I'm not going even to add any butter or oil. I put the dough on the pan and I wait a little bit, then I'm going to add my za'atar mix. Once I see there are tiny bubbles forming on the dough, that's when I add my za'atar mix or my cheese mix. After I add the mixture that I have, I spread it all around the dough, I cover it, okay, and I wait around 2 to 3 minutes until it's fully cooked. So notice when I flip it, notice how it's beautiful, okay, it's exactly like the manakish that you would get from a bakery. Now for the cheese mix, it's exactly the same process. I put the dough, I wait till I see the bubbles, I add the cheese, and then I cover it until the cheese melts. And again, the same process, I flip it, okay, and I'm just gonna wait a little bit, and then that's it, it's ready. You serve it and you enjoy, and it's really simple to make. It takes just a little bit of time and you would have the best manakish ever. I advise you all to try this delicious recipe. Have it for breakfast, for dinner, whenever you want. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to follow my Instagram account. Thank you.